Reece with news from here in Taiwan and around the world. 2 weeks after a deadly earthquake struck Southeast Asia, Taiwan's Burmese-Chinese community is marking their new year. But with thousands dead and displaced back in Myanmar, the celebration has become a time for prayer. Tiffany Wong has more.
Thingyan, or Myanmar New Year, is a holiday known for its lively music, dancing, and water fights meant to wash away misfortune. But this year's festivities were somber in Taiwan. New Taipei's Burmese-Chinese community are praying for loved ones in Myanmar after a magnitude 7.7 earthquake devastated the country, killing over 3,000 people and displacing tens of thousands more.
主要的活动是希望在这里表达我们对缅甸受灾的这些灾民的关心。我们已经在2个礼拜之内募集到差不多20万美金，而且也把这些钱送到最前沿给灾民。
Volunteers wove in and out of crowds, calling for donations, and passersby tied pieces of yellow string to trees in prayer.
New Taipei's Little Myanmar is only a few blocks long, but for the over 100,000 Burmese-Chinese living in Taiwan, it's a special gathering place, and vendors and visitors are out in droves for the New Year's festivities. But although they're celebrating their heritage with vibrant food and dress, for many, their hearts are with their family and friends back in Myanmar.
Some restaurants offered free meals to warm the community with a taste of home.
其实我们店家呢，每一年泼水节都会上市，就是会请这街坊邻居来，就是免费这样子吃饭。所以虽然是因为地震没有在泼水，但是我们的善心还是有啦。
Some community members who typically perform in the New Year's festivities stayed off stage, instead focusing on prayer.
那你觉得今年的活动是很不一样？
很不一样，心里也是很感受。对那边的大地震是很严重，有一些亲戚朋友是有被压死，对，这样子。
It's a feeling echoed in Mandalay, the central Myanmar city near the epicenter of the tremor. In a country already torn by 3 years of civil war, the ruling military junta has banned music and dance during the holiday. With the full cost of March's earthquake still unknown, many people in Myanmar face a difficult year. But in all the uncertainty ahead, they can count on the continued support of friends and loved ones in Taiwan. Eason Chen and Tiffany Wong in New Taipei City for TaiwanPlus.
Hong Kong's last remaining major opposition party has taken a key step towards disbanding. It's been facing increasing pressure ever since China imposed a controversial national security law on the city. Rosie Gredinger reports.
A familiar route for Emily Lau, travelling to Hong Kong's Stanley Prison, a trip the former Democratic Party chair often makes to see ex-colleagues now behind bars. Many of her party's members, including former chair Albert Ho, were jailed on national security charges in 2020 after Beijing imposed sweeping laws.
And he's been there, he's been locked up for over 1,000 days. So I feel very, very sorry for Albert. And he's a very, very patriotic person. He knows China inside out, he's been to Diaoyutai 4 times. And look at his fate.
The Democratic Party was born in 1994, 3 years before Britain handed Hong Kong back to Chinese rule. Their mission, to hold leaders accountable to promises under the one country, two systems model, for Hong Kong to retain a high degree of autonomy and eventually hold free and fair elections for its top leader. The party led pro-democracy movements for decades, but in 2019, China moved to silence dissent in the city amid widespread protests, restricting elections and imposing media censorship. It escalated in 2020 when Beijing imposed a national security law used to jail 4 Democratic Party ex-lawmakers, making it nearly impossible for the party to survive. And its members are now voting to disband.
Today, our members passed this resolution of allowing the Central Committee to proceed with the dissolution follow-ups with vast majority vote.
The preliminary vote saw 90% of members present electing to allow its leaders to dissolve the party. But this is not the final step.
In the coming few months, I hope, there will be another general meeting that we actually will get that motion into debate and vote.
As the party decides its next steps, Lau has not given up on its mission, saying she's open to dialogue with Beijing.
The game is not over. I will carry on, and I hope Hong Kong people will carry on. But of course, before the might of the Communist Party, it's not easy.
Under Chinese rule, many smaller pro-democracy parties and civic groups have closed. And now with the city's largest opposition party taking key steps towards disbanding, Lau just hopes those imprisoned pro-democracy leaders know they will not be forgotten. Eason Pan and Rosie Greninger for TaiwanPlus.
The World Expo has officially begun in Osaka, a 6-month event dedicated to shaping a better future for humanity. With around 150 countries participating, including Taiwan, the world has come together to exchange ideas and innovations. Our reporter Sandy Chi has more.
People from around the world have gathered in Japan to kick off the World Expo. Known as Expo 2025, the event invites millions of visitors from all over the world to experience innovation, sustainability, and cross-cultural exchanges.
In this beautiful venue, this place of peace and discovery, each nation is invited to shape a future society marked by creativity, partnership, and inclusivity. Over the next 6 months, Expo 2025 will serve as a hub for innovation and collaboration, where ideas that empower lives, that protect lives, and that connect lives will become a reality.
Around 150 countries have pavilions at the Expo, including the Philippines, the US, and France. Taiwan also has a pavilion called Tech World. However, unlike most other countries, the venue is run by the country's private sector, with some government support. It will let visitors experience the country's digital power and beauty in immersive theaters.
策展理念就是连接世界，共创未来美好生活嘛，哈。那我们希望透过3个剧场，一个是生命剧场，一个是自然剧场，一个是未来剧场。透过这3个剧场呢，来分别阐述人与人共好，人与自然共好，社会与社会共好。因为我们相信，只有世界共好，我们人类的未来生活才能够更好。
In addition to Tech World, other Taiwan-related events will be held on the sidelines of the Expo. This includes one called Taiwan's Own Pavilion, organized by civic groups.
这个世界上本来就应该每个人都可以参与，就像这个大阪世博在提的价值叫做闪耀光辉、生命光辉的未来社会设计。他提的价值其实都谈人类世界永续跟人类的和平，跟每个人都需要受到公平正义的对待。
That pavilion is expected to be made of 2,300 wooden beams and pillars, gradually added over 6 months, representing the free will of Taiwan's 23 million people.
建筑能不能从个小小的这个单元呢，一直延伸，然后一直连接，那就像群众的力量一直汇聚。
28 million people are expected to visit Expo 2025, all getting a glimpse of what a better future could look like. Hang Shu and Sandy Chi for TaiwanPlus.
Thank you for watching What's Up Taiwan. You can visit the TaiwanPlus website or follow our social media for more stories from Taiwan and around the world. Finally, we take you to France for the 38th Burke International Kite Festival. I'm Reece. Take care and see you next time.